Hey y'all, welcome to Veggie Farm. I'm Stacy, and today I'm going to show you how I save seeds from my heirloom tomato. This is a Dr. Wyche's yellow tomato. So I just cut it up into segments and I just scooped out the seeds and any pulp that was attached to it and just emptied it into this cup. Now it takes a few seconds to do this depending on how many tomatoes you have and how many seeds you actually need. So I've just done a couple tomatoes so far, and I think that'll hold me through the next season. The tomato I chose to get the seeds from was one of my larger tomatoes, so I let it get pretty ripe and then I cut it up and got the seeds out of it before I ate it. And I'll just show you how I continue to scrape all the seeds that I could find out of here. This is a bit of a messy process, so just make sure you have somewhere where you can get juice all over the place. And you can try to do this with a spoon, but I just used my fingers. I felt like it was the easiest way. And I'm just trying to make sure I get everything I can off of this plate. Scrape as many seeds as I can. After I got all the seeds that I could out of that tomato, I took that cup and filled it up with water. And then I let it sit a few days to try to let it ferment and remove some of that gel coating that the seeds are sitting in so that they would be more suitable for planting. And so this is after I've rinsed and drained some of the pulp off. And this is like my final strain, so I can go ahead and start to dry the seeds. Now I place these seeds on a paper plate with parchment paper on top of it. I didn't use a paper towel because sometimes as the seeds dry, they can start to stick to the paper towel if there's any kind of gel coating left on it. So it's easier to just scrape the dried seeds right off of the parchment paper. And here I'm just straining out the seeds and I'm gonna tap them out onto the parchment paper. So once I get them out of the strainer, the next step is to separate them into a single layer. Sometimes if they still have a little bit of the gel coating on them, they'll stick together. And the best tool I found to separate them, since they're so tiny, is this toothpick. So once I have them in a single layer, I'll lay them out in a well-ventilated area at room temperature for about a week. And then once they're dry, they just slip right off the parchment paper. And then I package them up and label them. Thanks for watching.